family represents 3 different generations of football at Glasgow. Coach Garmon.
You did good. You did good, boy. All right, you did good. All right. Thank you, Coach Cassidy. That was good. I'll just give it to you. That was a good one. I want to thank Mr. Hale, Mr. Cassidy, and Mr. Howard for having the confidence in me and giving me the opportunity to accept this job. Mr. Howard's been supportive to the football program through his whole time here. If anything that we needed, Mr. Howard was always there. And Mr. Hale, Mr. Hale's made a difference here at Glasgow, and I want to thank him for the support that he gives me and all the things that he does for our kids. Mr. Hale's got a knack of just getting the best out of people, and I can promise you this, Mr. Hale, you will get my best. I want to thank Coach Rick Wood. Coach Wood, his record speaks for itself. The things that he's done here at Glasgow during his time is second to none. Coach Wood gave me the opportunity to become the defensive coordinator, and it's not often in your career when you're when you coach with people. I've coached with a lot of different people, and it takes time to develop friendships. Me and Ricky hit it off right from the beginning. And his vision of football and my vision of football are very similar in what we both believe. But the impact that Coach Wood has made will never be forgotten. And just like Coach Wood, when he stood up here and told the boys, he's going to come back. He's going to be back here on Friday nights, I hope. I hope he's going to be standing on that sideline. I hope he's at practices, just like Coach Meadows does. And that means a lot to me. And I stand here tonight with a humbled heart because I was content to be Coach Wood's assistant for ever how long he wanted to stay. And that's how much he means to me. The next guy I want to thank is Coach Sam Royce. I probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Sam. I met Sam probably when I was in 7th grade, and from that time we've talked. I don't know if we talked weekly, but I know we talked monthly for the last 30 or 40 years, 30 years of my life. Sam's made a big influence on me, and I wouldn't be, like I said, I wouldn't be standing here today doing what I love to do. There's not very many people can say they come to work every day and they never have a bad day. I don't have any bad days. I love doing what I do. And if it wouldn't have been for Coach, I probably wouldn't have went to college. I wanted to be a coach at Glasgow so bad. When I was in high school, I had it worked out in my head. I was going to Donnelly's or Eaton's. I was going to work 3rd shift. I was going to coach in the afternoons. I wanted it to happen so fast, and I'll never forget it. He took me to McDonald's one day. We sat down and ate lunch, and he told me that I was better. I should go into teaching. That it would be the best thing for me, and I did. And he was right. I love what I do, and I thank Sam for that. And one of the things that I've always wanted to do was come back to Glasgow, and Sam was the one that called me and said that there was going to be an opportunity for me to come home. I'd waited on that phone call for a long, long time, and it worked out. And I owe a lot to Coach Royce, and I hope he knows what he means to me. And I just want to say thank you. I'm truly blessed to be living out my childhood dream. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of 2 elite football programs. in the state of Kentucky with such rich tradition. I am truly humbled by the opportunity to be the head coach at Glasgow High School. When I was 14 years old and I was a freshman at Glasgow, I dreamed one day of being a football and baseball coach at Glasgow, and at the age of 39, that became a reality. At 17, I told my mother that one day I was going to be the head football coach at Glasgow, and I was going to try to do everything I could to make a difference in someone's life like my coaches and teachers did for me. And at the age of 45, it has become a reality. Don't think for a second I don't understand the importance of this decision. And having my name mentioned in such an elite class of coaches such as Charles Gupton, Coy Meadows, Jerry Eubanks, Billy Lindsay, Rick Wood, all former head coaches at Glasgow during my lifetime. I am truly humbled and blessed. Our mission as a football program doesn't change one bit. We want our players to continue to strive to be their best. We want them to handle themselves in the classroom, the community, and on the field with class and show Scotty pride. I fully understand this is a process that takes time and that no one is perfect. I'm sure there will be bumps in the road along the way, but hopefully these young men will continue to mature and become the citizens and fathers that we will all be proud of one day. We know the program's in a period of transition right now. Fact is, we only have 4 seniors returning. We will not use this as an excuse, but as motivation, as the next set of Glasgow High School football players take their turn in leading this football team. The bar has been set really high with 2-time defending state champs Louisville DeSales, Louisville Christian Academy, and Mayfield returning to Class 2A, and Monroe County returning to our district next year. So we must continue to raise our level of play. We must learn to develop the discipline it takes to compete at the highest level of high school football. Each player must train a little harder, play a little harder, and handle our business at school a little bit better. I want our players to have a belief that this program can compete with any school that is on our schedule, just as I did when I played for Glasgow. To me, football is a really simple game when you boil it all down. It's about blocking, tackling, taking care of the football, and being a great teammate. I'm proud of the way these boys have responded in the weight room the last 3 weeks. It's been business as usual, and they haven't missed a beat. It says a lot about the character of these boys and the current state that our football program is in. By the time these boys graduate, I hope they understand what a special feeling it is for them to have the spirit of Scotty pride running through their heart, mind, and soul. They will make memories and enjoy friendships that will last the rest of their life. I just hope I can make their experience as great as mine was. I want to thank all the current assistant coaches of the football staff who've continued to work hard during this coaching transition, and they've all stated to me that they will continue to coach next year. I want to thank my wife, Jo. She's been so supportive of me. I don't know if people realize how much time, this truly takes and doing it the right way. I only know one way to do it, and that's all in. And she's been so supportive of me. She's come down on Saturday mornings, cooked breakfast for the boys, got up early on Saturday mornings and took the time to do that. She's a Scotty through and through, and I couldn't be any couldn't be any more blessed than I am to have someone as supportive as her. I want to thank my dad and all my family members who are here tonight. They've been so supportive to me. You know, my whole life, I've looked up at people, and it's mainly been coaches and teachers at school. And I thought that's what it was all about, and I saw how big of an impact they made. But the older I get, and when you start talking about wanting to be a man, stand up and believe in something that you want to be like one day, I mean, that's my dad. He took care of my mom for 7 years. He gave up his life to do that. The only thing that I wish we could have changed was I wish my mama could have been here. She loved this football. She loved baseball at Glasgow. And I know she's looking down on me. There's a picture of her and my nephew after that Murray game. We were going to the state. She's got the biggest smile there ever was on her face. And I guarantee you she's got that same smile tonight. I want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting the football program and me tonight. All the kind words the last 2 weeks people have said to me are truly humbling, and I will never forget them for the rest of my life. Thank you again, and I urge you to come out and support these players in the fall. Your support means everything to the team. Thank you. Thank you.
He did a lot better than I did. I want to thank you all for coming out, you players, family members, supporters, former players, media, just all of you guys. Thank you all so much for coming out. It means the world to Glasgow High School football. Thank you.